Hello, and welcome again to a new episode of Let's Go See It, where we do fun and exciting things for individuals and families in the DC metro area. Today, we're at Central Avenue Paintball. At the conclusion of this video, you'll know exactly what to expect if you ever decided to visit here. I purchased my admission through Groupon, and by doing so, I got an additional 300 paintballs per person. 500 paintballs sounds like a lot. The reality is, it lasted only 3 hours, and we were able to play about 5 games with that many paintballs. Their bathroom facilities are porta potties, and it's located at the entrance near the parking lot. I definitely recommend you use it before going on site. This yellow trailer is where you pay. It is also where they stow the paintball guns and other equipment. One of the concerns I had was whether or not the equipment would be properly sanitized, and they were. The masks they gave us were completely submerged in a cleaning solution. They then scrubbed and dried it before giving it to us. Another concern we had was whether or not paintball was going to be age appropriate for our kids. As it turns out, they have 2 different levels. They have an adult and they have one for kids. What we're doing right now is the kids level. The paintballs are slightly smaller and the guns are different. We got there early and we had a group of 8 that ranged in age from as young as 8 to as old as 45. But most of the people there were kids. So another concern we had was whether or not it was appropriate for a child who's 8 years old. And it was. They had a ball. Now the paintball, when it hits you, it does hurt. This is in the middle of September, so you'll see we're all wearing long sleeve clothing. That's because we want to minimize the impact. This right here is a charging station where they put air in a portion of the paintball that has compressed air and causes the ball to shoot out. Once you leave the charging station, there's a black mesh fence line. Once you get beyond that fence line, you must have your mask on at all times. Also, you must have the protective gear over the tip of your gun. So the paintball facility is broken up into different fields. This field right here is mulch, and you can see there's huge piles of mulch. This is the aviation field, and this right here is a downed helicopter. And right next to the helicopter are 2 downed planes. And there are different types of barriers, so you can hide behind them, shoot around them, and things like that. This here is my favorite field. It's the car and spindle. So you can see it looks like a junkyard, a bunch of broken down cars. This is my kid's favorite. This is the forest and jungle. I didn't like it that much, but you're basically out in the forest and there's a bunch of barriers, and for each their own. So this is later on in the day, and as you can see, there's a lot more people, so our group got broken up. And they give you directions. Each field has different types of play. Like some is like capture the flag, others, defend the fort. But these are referees in the yellow, and they explain exactly what the rules are. Once they do, then you break apart and you go to your respective team, and then you pretty much attack each other. And I'm going to show you exactly what an entire game looks like, and kind of point out a couple things if you're new to paintball, just some things to keep in mind so you can enjoy your time there a little bit better. In just a minute, I'm going to tell you the top 15 things you need to do and some things you don't do while playing paintball. It'll help your gameplay tremendously. My first tip to you is to use cover effectively. Move from cover to cover. Use it as a shield and a barrier from other players. Tip number 2, if you see your teammate moving, provide suppressive fire. This keeps the opponents down. Tip number 3, wherever your eyes are looking, your gun needs to be pointed in that direction. The gun and the eyes are one. Speed matters. Wherever you're going, go there with haste. Move quickly. Make yourself a small target. You can accomplish this simply by crouching down. Paintball is not an individual sport. You have to support your team players, especially when they're pinned down. It may be comforting having other players next to you and around you. That's a mistake. Don't bunch up. Spread your team out. If you find yourself in a situation where there's nothing between you and your opponent, this is the danger zone. Don't expose yourself. Cover can be comforting, but it won't be long before opponents figure out where you are and start to target you. My suggestion, move regularly. Be bold. Do not play it safe. When opportunities present themselves, take chances. Play fair. When you get struck with a paintball, you are out. Exit the game and respawn. Shooting blindly is a form of suppressive fire, but what it often does is expose your position to the enemy. Generally, don't do it. Accuracy matters. Don't shoot wildly. Find your target, zero in, and hit it. You're not going to win games all by yourself. Advance as a team. Whether you win or lose doesn't matter. The most important thing is to enjoy the time with your family and to have fun. If playing with the adults sounds like it could be a better option for you, this is what their battlefield sounds like. As far as food is concerned, around lunchtime they had a food vendor that came by that had snacks, candy, sandwiches, and beverages. When we arrived that morning at 9 o'clock, the parking lot was empty. Around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it was absolutely packed. This is what it looks like. Overall, everyone who showed up had a great time. My only critique was that I wish the referees took a little bit more time explaining the rules. But other than that, really, it was a good bargain. It was close to the DC metro area, and I think that anyone who enjoys paintball would enjoy this facility. Thanks for watching, and I hope you continue to check out my channels for other interesting and fun things to do in and around the DC metro area. Go ahead and smash the like button, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks.